Yo, what's going on, everybody, man? It's your boy Marcus Elbow, man. Welcome to Elbow Media Studios. And if you just clicked on this video and this is your first time coming to this channel, hey, man, what can I say, bro? All we do over here is keep it crunk, man. Let's go. Elbow Media Studio. All right, so if you clicked on this video, I already know that you're trying to get into this mobile revolution. Mobile production has been getting a lot of traction. A lot of producers out there are starting to realize that being able to just grab your stuff, put it in a bag, and head out to the studio is the best way to do things right now in this day and age. And y'all already know how technology is. Everything is moving forward. I mean, don't get me wrong. We still got all the studio stuff that we love, but in order for us to really just get some ideas down, get some creative things flowing, sometimes you just want to, be on the bus. You want to be in the car, or you want to, be at the park, and you just want to chill and smell the roses and just kick back and bang out some music. Today, I'm going to talk about all the things that you're going to need to be able to get your mobile production jumped off, or the products you're going to need to be able to get your mobile production banging and ready to go. All right. The first thing you're going to need is the iPad. The iPad is the centerpiece to this whole production revolution. The iPad 12.9, iPad Pro. I have the black edition with the Apple Pencil. It's a beast. That's all I can say. I have the 250 gig iPad, and it's a monster. You know what I mean? Like, it's able to handle everything that I need to handle. Now, I'm not saying that there isn't some other iPads out there that are a little bit cheaper that can do what you wanted to do, but me personally, I wanted to get the biggest and the baddest, and that's what I did. And I'm gonna leave some links in the description so you guys could try to take a look at that and see if that's something you can afford and that's something that you want. You can go out and try to look at getting the biggest one, but if not, you could always look at getting some of the cheaper versions. I think the Air and some of the other generations are pretty good. I have the 2015 iPad Pro 12.9 black with the Apple Pencil, and I love it. You know what I mean? It does everything I needed to do. And once you get that, we'll talk about apps in a minute. But next, every producer knows you got to have a great set of headphones. You know what I mean? And I went out and I got the Audio-Technica M50 headphones. Look these headphones up, man. Everybody talks about them. Everybody loves them. They sound great. These headphones get the job done. You're going to want to be able to have some pretty good headphones. Now, I like to use my Studio Beats. They're pretty good as well, just because they knock a little bit. And sometimes I want to just hear that knock. So I got those as well. But, go ahead and experiment with some of these things. But the Audio-Technica M50s are some of the best mixing headphones. If you really want to get that true representation of what your music needs to sound like, those are some good headphones for that. Also, you're going to need a keyboard, right? I mean, you can produce and you can mess with the keyboards on the screen itself. It's okay. You can get by with it, but you're going to need your keyboard. I would probably recommend the X-Key Air Bluetooth keyboard. It's a pretty good keyboard. It's real minimalistic. You can put it in a bag, get the rolling. It's Bluetooth, so you can hook it up. You don't need to have a camera kit, adapter, or anything like that, which you're going to need one in the future. But with this Bluetooth keyboard, you don't need that. It's 25 keys, so it works out pretty good. I love that. I love the portability and the fact that I don't need any additional deals to get that going. All I got to do is Bluetooth to my iPad. I'm ready to start banging away, playing some chords and whatever else I need. But if you decide that, okay, that's cool, and you're ready to lay down some vocals, then you're going to need your MIDI interface. I recommend the Scarlett Solo USB interface, just because of how small it is. Again, we're talking about mobility. You could put this in your bag, hook your microphone up to it. It can handle phantom power or just a regular microphone. It doesn't matter. And if you have some speakers, or you're somewhere else where you could jack into some speakers, you can do that. The Scarlett Solo is great for that. And speaking of microphones, if you want to go the inexpensive route, I understand that. They got a lot of microphones out there that are Audio-Technica makes some pretty good microphones as well. But you could also go with the Blue Yeti XLR edition, which doesn't need to be, it has the USB and XLR. I'll put the link in the description for that. That's a pretty good microphone, pretty popular. A lot of YouTubers use it, but you can also use it to record. You just have to grab you a quick popper stopper to put in front of that to stop your P's and B's and whatever else you need to stop. But me personally, I have the Shure I'm sorry, I have the Shure SM7B dynamic microphone, just because I'm planning on doing some podcasting and some things like that. So I chose to go with that microphone. That microphone is a little bit more expensive than the Yeti. That was something that I needed. And again, all of these things that I'm recommending to you is just things that, I have, and some of the things that I recommend. But you got to remember, if you can't afford all of this, you don't have to start straight, jumping straight in. You can, just start out with your iPad, your headphones, and maybe your little keyboard or whatever. And if you do not want to buy a MIDI interface, if you don't want that to be separate, your MIDI interface and your keyboard, there is an option out there. The iRig Keys 25 with an onboard MIDI interface. I also have a review for that. I'll leave a card somewhere up here for that, where you can go check out my review on that. Now, that is a very awesome piece of equipment, because you can hook a mic in and you got your keyboard and everything right there. The only problem is it's not as small as the X Key. So I wouldn't say it's super portable, but I mean, you still can do it. If you get you a duffel bag, you might can't do it in a backpack. You can, but you might take a risk of banging some stuff around, because this is a pretty nice size keyboard, because it does have that MIDI interface. But if you want to have this in your home, somewhere where you got some speakers set up, you got a quick little mobile setup where you want to jack in, record, and do some other things like that, I would recommend the iRig Keys 25 with the audio interface on that. Okay, and man, that's pretty much it. I mean, that's everything in a nutshell, as far as the equipment that you're going to need. Now, as far as once you get your equipment, you're going to be asking yourself, okay, where do I go now? I mean, I got the equipment, so what am I going to use? What apps do I need to download in order for me to get the banging away? Well, I can tell you right now, first app you're going to get is BeatMaker 3. My channel is full of BeatMaker 3 tutorials. So if you want to learn about BeatMaker 3, go ahead and click on some of these videos or go to the playlist, and you'll find a whole gamut of videos that I've done teaching you how to work BeatMaker 3. Now, you can record vocals inside of BeatMaker 3, but it's okay. I mean, it's a little... BeatMaker 3 is more of a production DAW versus a full production with vocals and everything, but it can be done. But I would recommend going and get Cubasis 2 or Cubasis 3, so that way you can have a traditional DAW and you can kind of separate the two, and you could always bring all of your tracks from BeatMaker 3 into Cubasis 3 and continue to work with your vocals and do all that. So those two applications would be the first applications I would purchase, for BeatMaker 3 being the #1 app that I would get right off the muscle as soon as I buy my iPad. And we'll talk about some additional plugins and things like that in the future. Don't forget, you're probably going to need a stand for your iPad, and I just got to throw this out there. And the stand that I use is called Draft Table. It's made by Elevation Lab, and these guys make a great iPad stand. I love this stand. So you're definitely going to need that, because you can't set the iPad flat and bang around. You can, but I just find it to where I can't really see what I'm doing. I need that little bit of elevation. Listen, I appreciate you guys coming by and checking out the channel, man. Once again, my name is Marcus Elbow. This has been Elbow Media Studios. Hey, don't forget to hit that sub button. Don't forget to hit that notification bell, so when videos like this come out about more equipment and more things I'm going to be discussing, you'll be the first to notify, man. I'm your boy, man. You know what it is, man. I'll catch y'all later, all right? All right, one. Peace.